I got to get together what I'm gonna say. There ain't no natural about it. Hey, what are these called? Chris, what's that called? Yeah, cross member. Getting front and rear cross member. All right, we got another Bronco in today. This is the first one we're putting a 5-inch on. It's already got a 2-inch rough country on it. Got to strip it off. One thing that's different about this kit is replacing knuckles on it, so it'll retain factory control arms. There's your lift puck for all 4 corners. Getting front and rear cross member. Track bar relocation bracket. Looks like a skid plate. Some sort of diff drop maybe. All right, get started on it.
No vent able to work. Cool. Something's not right. We'll do this the manual way. Guess we'll be doing 21 even though it's a 22. Which edition is this? All right, 2022 Bronco from Cleveland Ford. They brought it to us a couple of days ago. 2-door, as you can see. Now we're doing the alignment, but this one got a 2-inch, 20 by 10 super deep Vossens, and gloss black 3520 ridge grapplers, 2-inch rough country lift, bunch of new lights, light bar, I think 6 or 8 pods, 3 on each side of the bumper, and 1 on the top. Spare tire, bracket, and all that good stuff. So now we're gonna get this thing aligned and get it back down to them, and so they can get this thing sold hopefully by the weekend. Let's see if we can get this thing done. Back. Yep, all red. Hate to see that. So Ethan's off today, our main man, alignment technician. He's taking him a little vacation. Everybody deserves one, especially him. He does some hard work. Cody, he don't like to leave his stool in there, so in the AC, so I'm next up. But hey, I'll be the man that can do it all. I don't care. I'll do that, change some tires, change some oil, do some alignments, whatever. I mean, it's a team effort around here for sure. So I'm adjusting these front cams, camber caster. Started with camber, it was a little bit high, just outside of spec. Nothing crazy, getting it back down to 0, right in the middle where Ford wants it on these. With adjusting this camber cam, it's also fixing the caster. The caster was pretty high, actually it was pretty low, it needed to go up. It had way too much of a caster spread. So now that we're adjusting the camber, getting it back into spec, it's also adjusting the caster with it. These kind of work with each other, which helps me out, makes it where I don't have to adjust the rear. So once we get this one done, we'll jump over to the driver's side and basically do the same thing. So now we really just need to get the caster fixed. It didn't really do what I was expecting it to do, but now we just jump to the backside cam. We'll adjust that one. That should fix the caster, and then we'll set the toe, and should be good to go. Offer some backup. Hey, I'm just an office boy now, I guess. I don't know how to do nothing anymore. All right, well, good to know that it wasn't well, the toe's out a little bit, but good to know that it wasn't my fault that it was being a pain. Had a little bit of technical difficulties with the the Hunter engineering software, I'm assuming. We'll probably just need to restart it, reboot it, give it a nice recalibrate and everything. But the main man, Matt, came out here and helped me get it all sorted, thankfully. Yeah, Ethan, come back. It's gonna be a little late when you see this or when it's out, but just know I had issues with this one, so thanks to you. It's your fault. We're blaming Ethan now. Yep, Ethan's been over here playing games on the computer and crap, and he got, yeah, probably. Just doing our routine bolt check. Guys are pretty good about not leaving things loose or forgetting things. So just another thing, just to double check over them. Put a little paint mark on them, so if it does have to come back for any reason, we can see, oh well, that marking doesn't line up, so obviously something happened. So just double checking over Chris and Dawson's work here, but everything looks good, and should be able to drop it down now, take it for a test drive, and then go back to the dealer.
What's up guys, Liam here from Two Brothers. I know you guys haven't seen me on the videos yet. I'm usually the guy behind the camera, but today I'm out here shooting this Bronco that we just wrapped up, and I'm shooting some pictures for Vossen, and I figured I would jump on the camera because I love these wheels and I wanted to share a little bit more with you guys about them. So this is Vossen's new line of wheels called the Super Deep wheels. They are based off of some of the original styles that they have, except now they are tailored more to the truck market. So wider, bigger offsets. These are a 20 by 10. Don't know the offsets on these, but I know that they go up to a 22 by 12, negative 44. So kind of the same offset that you would expect from a monoblock forged wheel with that huge negative offset, but instead of having that big lip, you have crazy amounts of concave. I think that these are going to absolutely kill the market, especially for vehicles like this. They fit very well on the Bronco. I think that they would work pretty well on a Ford Raptor, Ram TRX, or anybody who has a truck that is going for more of a sporty look. I think that these are a great fit for that. You could pair them with street tires or pair them with off-road tires. These are some Nitto Ridge Grapplers. Personally, one of my favorite tires. They're very quiet and they ride great. But anyways, they come in 5 standard finishes, and price range, you can kind of expect them to sit somewhere from $700 to about $900 a wheel, which puts it right there in the middle of the market between some of the lower end cast wheels and also some of the more expensive monoblock forged wheels. So this is a great option if you're going for a more sporty look on your vehicle. But anyways, just wanted to share that with you guys because I'm a huge fan of these wheels and we love working with Vossen. We've done a bunch of projects with them, so check this thing out.
Day 2 on a 5-inch Bronco kit. Install went pretty good. It really wasn't as bad as what we thought it was going to be. But if you're going to do a 5-inch on your Bronco, you better make your mind up and want to stay at 5 because you can't go lower. You can't go back down because you have to cut the factory cross member out in order for the diff drop to work. In order for the diff to drop far enough to not hit it. And then it got a new cross member from where we cut it out, and then a new one in the front for the lower control arm. For all that to drop, got new spindles and pucks, and then like a 1/2-inch spacer on the bottom. I've never seen the little spacers here on the bottom, but I'd say that'd add about 1/2 inch. And then it got the big 5-inch pucks up top. Got a sway bar drop, and we pretty much got the front wrapped up, so we're working on the rear now. I'm putting the pucks on the rear. The thing about these pucks, the difference in a 2-inch, that's a 2-inch puck right there, and it's just flat all the way across. And the new ones you can see it's slanted down like that, because that makes up for the angle. For how this pocket is, it's at an angle. So when I put this up in there, it's gonna angle itself to sit in there like it should, instead of making the strut kind of bend up when you put it in there. Or Dawson, he put the track bar relocation bracket in. Slides in the factory slot, and then it comes around. You got to drill a hole and put a bolt nut through there, and track bar goes back in, and now we just got to do the brake line bracket. Disconnect the brake lines right here, and this will bring it up. That way there ain't no tension on them. Liam, cameraman here, he saved the day, because I was going to put the bracket down here, but it goes up here. Rough country instructions, they ain't too good at all. Figure it out as we go on the newer stuff.
I think it needs 40s.
All right, so I guess we're gonna wrap the video up here. 99.9% finished with this Bronco. We got a couple minor things just to do before it gets picked up later today, right before the weekend, for our good customer, Mr. Bobby. Shout out to him for bringing this to us. This is going to be the first 5-inch that we've done on one of these. This is our rough country lift. It comes with diff drop, front and rear cross members, lifted knuckles, the whole 9 yards. This thing turned out super sweet. Put 37-inch ridge grapplers on it. These are already the weld wheels that he had on it. Still look killer on it. This thing turned out sweet for sure. So, do you guys like the 37s on it? Do you think it needs 40s? Should we do this same lift on our truck or on our Bronco? The 37s or 40s? I think 40s would look killer on this. It would, one, pick it up a little bit more, and two, I mean, why not put 40s on a Bronco for the first time? I think that'd be pretty sweet. But I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Again, shout out to Bobby for letting us do this on his brand new Bronco, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.